All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. All right. So the stock market, the market itself, actually is doing pretty good despite all the conflict with Iran, Israel, and the U.S. Obviously, if you haven't been paying attention, the U.S. strike three nuclear sites Saturday, I believe it was, and I believe Iran tried to retaliate today, but I think all on a U.S. base site in Qatar, and but I think those missiles were intercepted. But it looks like they're in the mode of retaliating. But I think a lot of people were speculating that the market would have taken a dip today because of the conflict, right? We have conflict with, or we're getting into the war. I mean, you can't really call it a war now, but it's getting close to it. So a lot of people were speculating that the market would tank 10 to 20% this Monday, but it kind of bounced back pretty good. I mean, I'm looking at the markets right now. Apple looks good. Tesla looks good. BTC looks pretty good as well. Alts are bouncing back, so it was probably a good idea for whatever happened on the weekend to happen on the weekend and not on a Friday, because most likely the market would have probably reacted a little bit different. So we kind of had like a day and a half to digest the information before the market opened up. So yeah, so prices look good. So just an update here, overview. So it says Israel recently conducted airstrikes on Iranian nuclear sites around June 13th, with missile exchanges prompting Iran to retaliate. Through the response has been measured targeting a U.S. So it says Israel recently conducted airstrikes, but it was the U.S., which was this weekend. But I think Israel did strike their sites, but it wasn't it wasn't after the U.S. It was before the U.S. All right, so oil market dynamics. This is something that a lot of people thought, okay, oil was going to go up because of the feud. Because so Iran has access or gatekeeps the major passageway for oil to go through, and I forget the name. It's slipping my mind right now, but they control, I think it was like 20 to 30% through that passageway of oil. And if they shut it down, prices of oil, I think it's right now like $55 or $60 per barrel, would shoot up to $80 or like $90, which would make a lot of stuff that uses energy, energy related stuff will go up in price. So it said crude oil surged roughly 7 to 18% after initial strikes, peaking near $80 a barrel. So yeah, I thought it was 55, 60. So it looks like it went up, 7 to 18%, then retreated to the mid 70s on hopes that Iran wouldn't disrupt oil flows. And they said that their parliament had approved closure of that passageway that I'm talking about. Again, I don't remember the name. Hey, what's up, Mauricio? Looks like the Iran situation is simmering down after Iran strikes today. Yeah, it does look like it's simmering down. Their strikes were intercepted. So yeah, hopefully they don't retaliate again. Hopefully the U.S. and them can come to some type of deal. There's all stuff, like there's a bunch of stuff on Twitter where they're talking about Russia and Iran getting together, where Russia's going to provide themselves. But honestly, you got to take Twitter with a grain of salt, because I've over the last 2 to 3 days, I've read articles on Twitter and they look like they're just like fabricated. So you got to check multiple sources to see like what's real and what's not, because I remember when they had bombed it was Saturday, where they had bombed the three sites U.S., and immediately on Twitter they were like, oh, Iran says nothing, nothing got destroyed or something like that, or somebody was saying like that. And then also like Iran was getting ready to send a nuke over, which was not true. Because first of all, they need time to assess the site to see, what was destroyed. It would have been too quick to say, okay, nothing has been destroyed. So you got to take Twitter with a grain of salt. It is a really good information outsource source to get information, but some of it is just fabricated. Okay, so let's see here. What else? Oh, so it said inflation risks are rising. Analysts predict oil-driven inflation could hit 6%. Yeah, obviously the oil again. What to watch out for? So any further strikes on oil infrastructure or direct threats to shipping routes. Yeah, so we got basically these next couple weeks probably need to see if there's any more retaliation. Again, hopefully we come to some type of deal. Um, but I don't know. We'll see. Whether U.S. decides to escalate militarily, a shift could sway investor sentiment. Yeah, honestly, I think we would have saw impact to the market. Um, you know, I think today, like if it was gonna affect it that much, I think we would have seen it today. But we didn't. I mean, we didn't really see much. We did see it over the weekend with crypto. Crypto did tank a little bit. I actually think BTC broke below 100K this weekend. So crypto did see it. It's called the Strait of Hormuz. Hormuz. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correct. By the way, yeah, it is. That's the passageway there that with the oil and stuff like that. That I think it's like 20 to 30% of oil passes through there. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if um, hold on, what is that? Whether you yeah, I'm not sure if they're gonna come to a deal or not. Hopefully they do. But like I was saying, I lost my train of thought. I would have thought the market would have tanked a lot more, like I was saying. So the fact that we didn't get that and the market looks good, Tesla looks good. Like if you look at all the blue chips, they look good. And again, BTC bounced back pretty good, right? We're already back at 103. Remember, we dipped over the weekend to like 98 or 99. So I think I think this is gonna pass over. I think we just got to be vigilant in the next 2 weeks to see if there's any more retaliation. Some people are speculating there will be retaliation. Some people are speculating that we'll come to some type of deal, but we'll see. Okay, so let me play a game of chess here, and let's do this blitz. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'm just gonna play blitz because I don't want to mess up my rating, my rapid rating. There we go. Hmm. 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 Oh, darn it. Left that open there. That wasn't a good move. All right, I gotta have to. Hmm. All right, gotta push these pawns up. Yeah, that was just bad opening decisions. But that's how it goes. All right, let's do this. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do, buddy. Oops. I was going to do that. I'll take this. All right. Two pawns. Darn it. Here we go. Yes, resign. That was a good game. Thought I was going to lose that one. All right, let me bust out another one here. All right, I think I'm going to play 3. That was my first one. This is going to be my second, and I'll play a third. Since they're pretty quick. Same stuff. All right. I knew it was going to do that. Break. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm just gonna sacrifice this this right here. Break it up. Probably not the best move, but it was just getting too congested. Too congested. Oof. Got a free piece back. There we go. we go. Hmm. I think I'll win this one. If he comes down, um, let's see what he's trying to do. Darn it. I didn't look. I think I could still win this, though. Oh, no, never mind. It's going to be checkmate, I thought. Yeah, he's going to look for it. Oh, I think he messed that up. For sure. I think he messed that up for sure. He should have just took his chance. Yeah, he definitely messed that up. For sure. All right. 2 games back to back. All right. One more game and I'll be done for the day. Let's see. Anything else? Let me look at the crypto market again. Yeah, I mean BTC looks like it's about to hit 104. I honestly think this was a shakeout. We had a dip. We had a dip from the tariffs, a dip from no interest rate cuts yet. We're going to get to hopefully this year, but there was expectation that we got it within the first 6 months of the year. We didn't get that, and then now the Iran conflict. So I think these were just like 3 shakeouts. This being the most, I wouldn't say the easiest one to bounce back from, but the quickest one that bounced back because we didn't really see much that happened here Monday, being at the beginning of the week. You would think this would be the time where people are most unsure of where the market's going to go. Okay, last one, and hopefully I could get a three-peat here. Hopefully I could get this third one. All right, let's go quick. Here, 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 castle, here, here, here. There we go. All right, let's do that. Oh, that was a bad. That was just give up a free. Oh, he didn't even take it. I literally gave up a free rook for not looking. playing good on time, but he's moving pretty quick too. Darn it. Free pawn for him. Free. Oh, darn it. Darn it. I was trying to go for the checkmate too. I was trying to remember I wasn't paying attention. All right, let me play one more time because that was pretty quick. Let me just run one more. That was funny. Give me a sec. I wasn't paying attention. That's yeah. Usually, those are like the tricky ones right there, where you get skewered. All right. All right. There we go. All right. There's one where you get sacrifice. I don't know if this is it, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and retreat. All right. There we go. I don't think he can take that. He's gonna have to move. He won't be able to castle. I don't think. And if he doesn't, it's gonna be. Hmm. Uh. I think this is checkmate right here. Checkmate. He didn't see that coming. All right, that was my last game. 1-3, lost 1. Pretty good. All right, let's take a last look at the market before I sign off here. It's looking pretty good. Like I said, I would have expected a lot more of a dip today because of what happened over the weekend. Again, hopefully the U.S. and Iran come to some type of deal. I don't think it'll come that quick, but hopefully in the next month, maybe a couple weeks. And hopefully there's no retaliation, additional, because they already retaliated today. But hopefully we make some peace, right? Okay, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.